Hello. Yeah, I'm Cadarev,
And my name is Kayumon.
and we will be racing Tomb Raider Underworld. This is a funny language, but more on that later. So 3, 2, 1, go. So yeah, in case you can't read this, this is Dutch. So I know at least someone in the audience who knows Dutch. I'm sure he will yell the translations. Language has no nice.
Oh, wow.
It's fine.
Wait, should I wait for you?
No, it's good. There I go. So language has no impact on the speedrun. It's just that basically Dutch is never an option otherwise, so why not use it now?
It's kind of like a meme language,
yeah,
but,
kinda.
you know, for the fun.
So there's one thing, we could play this in Japanese. However, in Japanese, you don't keep your items after death warp, so that's not really an option since we want to keep our items. And we're also running the All Relics category. Maybe, Kayumon, you want to explain that soon?
Yeah, sure. So basically the all relics categories means that we have to collect all the relics which are hidden in this game, just like the name says. And that also means that we need to visit each level of this game, because there's an any percent category where, like, we have visited the prologue level and you could technically skip the first 3 levels of the game. But in all relics we can't do that, because we have to visit each of the levels to collect those.
And relics, there are 6 in total, 1 per major level. And each one you collect raises your maximum HP by 1/6 of the total health bar. So at the end, both of us should have a complete second health bar.
Yeah, exactly.
There are also smaller treasures, and those only unlock bonus content, and we don't collect those.
Also, what you are seeing us doing here is that whenever Lara rolls off a ledge and you hold down the crouch button, Lara completely ignores all sorts of physics and just crouches down like, to the bottom, pretty much. And we can use this for our advantage to save some time here, to not having to swim to the bottom. And it is also a technique in order to cancel your fall damage. So we will be using this technique a little bit in this run.
Yeah. There is a sprint mechanic in this game, so when you're on land you can sprint for a certain amount of time. There is a hidden stamina meter, so you don't really know when you will run out. You can also sprint underwater, but not while carrying items like these, so...
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we'll have to wait for a bit. We're coming up here for the first puzzle, nothing spectacular, you just need to line up some symbols. And we had to collect one of these valves to complete the puzzle first. The other one is right behind us.
Yeah, this puzzle is also always the same, so if you once remember the order how to like place the stones and stuff, it's basically pretty easy to solve this puzzle. Alright, and that gives us the entrance to this temple. And we can finally do some fast swimming here again, so sprinting underwater pretty much.
Yeah, so roughly after 10 seconds of permanent sprinting you run out of stamina, then you cannot swim anymore until you kind of recovered at least a minimum amount of your stamina. You can also choose to just let it refill a bit more, it doesn't really matter too much. Like, it's a very minute difference if you continue to sprint for like short distances or fill up your stamina meter for more. Basically all it does is it gives your fingers more rest if they don't have to permanently press a button.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so I'm gonna attempt a shortcut here. So when standing on this platform we can do a swan dive jump like that. Want to skip some climbing. And then this door obviously needs to be open, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna take these 2 boxes and, well, basically we have to put things on these 2 stone panels here in order to open the door. Alright. And now we're getting closer to the main area of this temple here. Oh, Keda is also just opening the lever.
Yep, now I'm through as well. So we're coming up to the main hall, as you said, and in a casual playthrough you're supposed to solve quite a few puzzles and not disturb the resident monster here, which is a kraken. However, hopefully we will not even get to see too much of it, and I also missed a jump.
You messed it up? Yeah, me too.
Oops. Yeah, you can kind of cross that gap without having to go through this part at the bottom there.
It's okay.
Yeah, it's okay. We took some damage, or at least I did. Not sure about you.
Yeah, me too.
Okay.
Hopefully this is not going to be an issue for later.
We'll see.
We'll see. Exactly. Okay, so you see that some of this stuff here is not normal at all. So basically we're entering an out of bounds area there again, and yeah, what we're doing here is pretty much the way back. So when you're supposed to come back after having killed the Kraken, and as a result of that, we are never going to kill the Kraken in this run. So yeah, we saved the animal for this run.
I grappled too early.
Ah, okay.
I also realized that my relics are not loaded, so I will load the save for here. So I have the relics to actually collect.
Wait, you already collected it?
No, they didn't spawn, so I don't know where that happened, but
okay.
I'll look for the save.
Oh, that's okay.
Yeah.
Otherwise, just feel free to continue.
Yeah, it's okay.
Because what's interesting or important when running this game is that you always have to delete your save files pretty much, as they will stay saved if you don't. And that means that also when you're if you don't delete them, then the relics won't be gone, and there's no point in like playing the category.
So hopefully this time there will actually be a relic if I can get past this invisible wall, which I didn't. This is going well.
It's all good.
Sure. Go ahead.
Do we have time for donations?
Absolutely.
For sure, go for it.
All right, we have a $10 donation by Drunken Shoes saying, "Already missing everyone, Bible thumb. Good luck, Kada and Caillou. Also, weeps out. I mean, what?" We also have a $5 donation by Raildex saying, "Hello, Cadarev. Yes, I forgive you for playing this game. Good luck."
Thank you.
What? Why is he forgiving you to play this game? It's awesome.
Let's say Raildex is not the biggest fan of this game.
Oh, okay,
But,
that's why.
I don't judge.
Okay, I'm gonna try for a little shortcut here. So basically I messed it up. You're supposed to do some kind of a parkour jumps here around this room. But we can skip all of that by simply just grabbing the sledge from a certain angle, and you can see that saves us some time if we do that. And now we're pretty much just going the way out. We have everything that we need to progress the story. We also have the relic, so yeah.
Yeah, you basically will just go back to the same way you came from.
Okay. That was
The
bad
extra
health
damage
management.
probably,
Yeah. So yeah. Well, you were able to load a save, so it's probably not an issue for you, but...
I mean, I died anyways because I grappled too early.
Oh, yeah.
So I didn't gain any advantage.
Okay, also we can... the shortcut which we used at first, we can use here again. Okay, this time it worked. Nice. And then just, like I said, just the way out of this temple again. Did it work with the relic this time?
Yes, I actually
Oh,
collected
awesome.
it.
Nice. And no worries, you still have plenty... What? Okay, that was an interesting boost. You will notice that this game has some very funny physics after, every now and then. It's kind of crazy. And we're even playing this with VSync on, so this is like the most stable this game can get. Also, yeah, I just swam through a wall there. Because the developers apparently haven't checked that if you fast swim through that wall there, you can simply just clip out like that. It's pretty crazy. And of course, it's highly recommended to try this out at home, because it's so easy to do. It's yeah.
Okay, I got to skip over the gap on the way back as well.
Yeah, very nice.
Oh,
cool. You got it. Okay, now I can rest a little bit, because the camera angle will actually change automatically here.
Yeah, and then you will get a cutscene you can't skip, which is the only cutscene actually in the game that we can't skip, so
yeah,
that makes sense.
It's really funny. Some cutscenes you can skip after a while, after having waited for a few seconds, and this cutscene in particular you can't skip. I mean, why would you? Like, it's a cool cutscene, don't you think?
Yes, especially if you grind PBs and have to reset in this level. Like.
Oh yeah, that's totally awesome.
Yeah, so you saw there as well. I did the exact same thing as Kayumon, so now I have the swimming section in front of me, which is equally as exciting as your part, I guess. Except that I have to press a button.
Yeah, you still have to press it and look on your screen. So yeah, this boat that you can see on the screen here is basically our next destination. I don't even remember story-wise why we're going there, but this is Amanda's ship. Like, you might have heard the name from, or the character from the previous Crystal Dynamics games. And yeah, we're basically visiting her ship here.
So yeah, since we talked about the 2 previous games, you also might know, if you saw some speedruns of those, they're rather broken because they have a mechanic which allows you to airwalk. This game does not have that mechanic. It uses its own engine, so we will find some other cool things we can do.
Exactly.
And now it's up to me to wait. So I will just watch you.
Okay, I'm gonna try for like a new thing which I found here. We don't know if it's really faster, but whoops, I already messed it up.
No, it's okay.
Okay, nice. Okay, so Cadarev probably will be going a different way here, and will do it faster because I messed it up. But
because
yeah.
Obviously I never mess things up.
Okay, one crouch drop back here. We have explained this technique earlier, but you can pretty much cancel your fall damage by doing that. And then just some running through this boat here. Nothing too difficult. Here's another cutscene which we can only skip after a while. Really
But
weird.
at least you can skip it.
Yeah, at least you can skip it, right. Alright, and in the cutscene we basically had an explosion, which is the reason why this boat is now slowly falling apart and sinking. And that means that we have a lot of action going on here, and we have to escape this boat, obviously. Okay, I'm just gonna focus here for a while, because you can screw up here and die if you're not too careful. Okay, looking good. Okay, this is the part in particular where you can die if you're not careful from the explosion. But other than that, it's just straightforward climbing, nothing too special.
Also, I really like the aim of this guy, like spot on.
He has a machine gun. He has basically zero aim, right?
He just kind of sprays it in a general direction and misses everything.
Also nice shouting here by Lara after having made it through the exit. Okay, now we are in Thailand, which is speedrunning-wise one of the most broken levels and a very interesting one. But it can be a run killer, so hopefully it will go well. We'll see about that. Okay, so first of all, you'll notice that we now have the possibility to choose our weapons at the start of each level. And for the first few levels, I believe we're gonna pick the SMGs. And for the later one, it's better to take the shotgun. That's just some little optimization you can do in this run.
Yeah, basically in the first few levels, you only fight small critters. At least, well, we do. You're supposed to fight some some stronger enemies, but we kind of skip those. So just for the rate of fire, we choose submachine guns for the first few levels, and then we switch to the shotgun because it is very powerful up close.
Exactly. Okay, hopefully I don't screw up this jump, because you can do a little shortcut here, like that. Also, this is one of my favorite levels of the game, because graphically wise, it's really, really beautiful.
Yeah, that's what you usually hear, especially when we grind any % runs, where we actually skip this level, like the first 3 ones. People usually complain that we're not doing Thailand. Like, sorry.
Exactly. Oops. I mean, there's a reason why this was a demo level, right? Because it's looking really good.
Yeah, and mind, this game is like 11 years old now, so...
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Also, let's see if I can do a little shortcut jump here. Want to jump on this wall, and then... Exactly, do a swan dive jump, and that'll give us enough height to skip some climbing section here. Pretty convenient. Some more climbing around. Okay, and we're now approaching an area where, yeah, you're technically supposed to reach the bottom. However, we're gonna skip all of that. First of all, we're gonna jump on this ledge here by a pretty tough timed jump, but it's actually doable. And then what I'm gonna do... Ah, there we go. Very nice. Okay, so basically I just did a swan dive jump on that pillar there, and it allowed me to gain access to this area early. You saw that weird camera angle there. That is actually supposed because you would spawn tigers here if you would play this normally. Also, I just screwed up. Nice. Hello, Laura. Okay, hopefully the bats are not going to irritate me, but it's looking good. So these are, yeah, kind of the small enemies that Kada mentioned earlier, which we have to fight if we would have to fight any. And then there's this ledge jump I'm gonna attempt here. Yeah, just like that. You can actually just do a kick jump up there, and that'll allow you to, yeah, skip some more climbing over beams. And now comes the fun part. This is like usually the run killer for me. But we do have a cool setup here, which Akeda did explain me on stream one time. It was really awesome. Oh, I messed it up.
I want to point out that that's not how I explained it to you, so you messed it up. I think.
True-ish. Yeah, I kind of had I made my own method of how to do this method right now. So basically, we're kind of skipping some more climbing here, as you can see. Okay, this time it worked at least. So yeah, basically we already went all the way around this, so we didn't even have to bother with the elevator puzzles that you're normally supposed to do here. And then what we're gonna do here is that we can actually reach this pillar here, jump on top of the arm from the statue, and now we're out of bounds again, as you can see. So I'm now slowly sneaking up here, and we're even deeper out of bounds now. And what we're gonna try to do now is, let me just line this up properly. And I'm sorry, Kada, I need to pause buffer this.
Didn't even say anything. Oh, that was bad.
Oh, okay, nice. Okay, so basically the area behind the statue is already loaded. You just need to get out of bounds and find a way to pretty much skip your fall damage there. And there are different methods in order to skip your fall damage in this game. So one of those we have already explained is by crouch dropping, yeah, crouch drop bug. And the other one is by, backwards rolling, right. And yeah, basically we have to do a jump out of that backwards roll. Also nice, I just screwed up.
Don't worry, so did I.
And yeah, here I'm also trying for a different skip. We're actually trying to jump off on one of the arms from this statue here. Damn it, let's skip up again. Okay, this needs some better timing from me here. Come on. Ooh, that was close, but finally got it. Third try. Not that great, but we'll take it. Now we just jump on the arm of the statue again, because for some reason, a few parts of the statue can actually kill you. And yeah, we just, use that for our advantage to get that relic early. And now we can basically complete the level.
So yeah, what happened on my end is I missed the jump back in bounds. So since I was dropping down into the void, I had to actually create a save and then load that. Because if you drop too far down into the void in this game, the game will crash.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Which means more loading times.
Yeah, you can blame the loading times.
Yeah, obviously, that's the only problem.
Alright, I'm just gonna move it until it doesn't work anymore, and then having to jump back. Oops.
Do we have time for donations
Absolutely.
again?
Yeah, sure, go for it.
Alright, we have a $20 anonymous donation saying, "Good luck for the two best runners. Will be an awesome race." And we have another $5 donation, also by Anonymous, saying, Nico Nico Ni.
I wonder who that was. At Turley. This is weird. Yeah, that's what I thought. Don't mind me, just continue.
Okay, so I was just basically, yeah, having to finish the level, or just finish the level.
Hope you enjoy my desktop.
Wait, that's visible on stream?
Yes.
Yeah, the jump that Kata is doing is really precise, so it takes a lot of practice to get it down. But usually Kata is actually much better at it because he can do it bufferless. I can't do it. I forget how to do it, and
Well, I would like to even get there first, but I'm getting stuck on the top part here, and that's not good.
Okay, so this is the Craft Manor level. If you remember the prologue, we've already been to the Craft Manor before, but this is like kind of a flashback here. So, no, not really a flashback, like there was a flashback first and now we're here again to the normal time.
Now I have the problem that you had and explained to me that you wouldn't jump back.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's really random. I don't know why I forgot how to do it. Can you try it with the buffer though?
I don't know how to do that. So I refuse to do that.
That's okay, you'll get it.
Yeah, maybe before you're done with the game, I'll get it at some point.
Don't worry. Okay, so here, basically what we're gonna do, yeah, this is like Lara's home, literally, like the basement section of her home. And yeah, there apparently is a relic, no, not a relic, but some memories of her father down here, which she has hidden. Also dodging some spiders here. So that's the reason why we're here. She's looking for pretty much the documents from her father. And yeah. Oh, nice spiders, by the way. I guess I gotta kill a few of those first, because otherwise I won't be able to put these boxes on that button thingy there again.
I have another donation if now would be a good time to read it.
Yes, sure. Go for it.
It's a $5 donation by Softheart saying, don't forget to stay hydrated.
Good point, Clara. She just told me that she's gonna do it, and she really did. Also, hey, Clara, by the way. Oh, I almost messed up that box throw there. Okay, that will take care of these animals here. And then just gonna place these two boxes on that button there. And that will basically unlock the entrance area in order to progress further through this cave here. I'm gonna pick this up, this medkit here for safety reasons.
Finally, there we are.
You got it?
Yes.
Nice stuff. You can still catch up though. Wait, oh, I'm literally just moving or pulling the wrong lever. Okay. Now what I'm gonna do here is that we're gonna let go of that thingy earlier than supposed to do, because this is on a timer. The longer you pull the lever, the more time you get, but it just is enough for us if we do it till this point. And then we're pretty much in the entrance here. Also here is kind of a luck-based part on this run. So there are these few monsters here which can be quite random and can also kill me, so let's try to be careful here. Ooh, just gonna run away. Whoa, okay. At least they didn't kill me, so we're good.
So I'm not sure if you explained that we death warp sometimes in this run. Have you done that?
Oh no, I haven't.
Okay, so yeah, maybe you saw there me dying again, except this time it was actually intentional. So in this game, as I mentioned earlier, since it's not a Japanese version, after you picked up a relic and you die, you do spawn at your last checkpoint, but you actually keep the relic. So that's good because then we don't have to backtrack as much. But this game, as I said, does use checkpoints, so that means we can't really save wherever we want, which also does hinder us in some ways. So if you screw up, like after not getting a checkpoint for a while, then yeah, you lose a lot of time.
Also, can I find a few cool death warp strats in this run? It's pretty cool. Like back in the days, I used to think that it's faster to just like not die, or I haven't really discovered that you can simply just die and use this to our advantage to get out faster. But yeah, turns out dying is actually helpful in this game.
Yeah, it's come to a point where we actually have to look into how to die the fastest from a given point after a pickup to actually further optimize our times.
Okay, and this part you obviously already have seen us doing in the very first minutes. So we're basically in the very first level again. And what we're gonna do this time though is that we're actually trying to not get the trigger for, you know, the Arctic Sea level, but instead we're going a different way. Okay. And now we're basically here. There's a second entrance, so we're on the second visit of this level already. And now there's, it basically unlocks the Mexico trigger for you. Not really unlocks, it's there in the prologue as well, but this would be the intended way when you're supposed to reach that area. And now we're in South Mexico. I always was about to read that Dutch name, but I think I would do it wrong, so don't mind me.
But yeah, the way Kayumon showed it, that's like what we use in the any % route to skip the first few levels.
Exactly.
Like right there, it would not have been too bad if you had missed it, because you do get the same cutscene like of the guy standing at the door. We also saw quickly in the beginning, but you could just have climb back up and go to the Mexico exit trigger. While for any % runs, obviously, if you don't skip the first 3 levels, you probably will not get a PD anymore.
Also, you might be noticing or wondering why I'm actually not doing the stops here. Normally, when casually playing this game, you would stop every now and then with the bike in order to pick up certain puzzle items. But we're not going to do that, and you'll see soonish why we're doing that. But first of all, we can enjoy this bike right here.
Or enjoy me getting eaten by spiders.
Do we have time for another donation?
Yeah, sure, go for it.
Alright, we have a $10 donation by Maniac Norton. Since it's in German, I'm just gonna roughly translate it. Hello to Potsdam and to the German team. Continue just like this and have a nice Sunday evening. Best greetings from Hessen. On this, we also want to thank Germans for restreaming us, since we're already at it. And we also have a $5 donation from Beza, saying, "Donation was not anonymous. Screw you, tracker. Dance game."
Also, we're pulling this box here, and box physics in this game are weird. Just to say it
By
like that.
weird, you mean bad. And
Yes, they are so bad. So you will see us using different techniques in order to get around that. Also, don't mind me, I'm just taking a little detour here. And now what we're gonna do is, if we throw down a grenade... Oh, this might not work. It didn't work.
It's okay, I think you're a bit ahead.
So basically what we're trying there is to reach the temple entrance very earlier, so much more earlier than you're supposed to do. And that's the reason why we haven't collected any puzzle items so far, because the temple entrance is just right there. Also, let me just concentrate for a sec here. Okay, this time it worked. Nice. Okay, and you can kind of see this is not really the way you're supposed to be here. Yeah, we need our bike, so basically what we're doing here is to reach the trigger for the loading zone. Also nice, that was not intended, but we don't need that grenade. Oh, wow, nice damage getting there.
Interesting strat.
Yeah, that was on purpose, you know.
I see.
We need to get damage for later anyway, so that was all on purpose, you know. Oh, did I just spoil another intended death strat?
What?
Shoot. So yeah, basically you can see these kind of jumps here, or these ramps. That's the reason why we need the bike down here, because there technically is a way to make these jumps, but it's really hard and difficult. And also we need the bike to get out of this temple later on anyway, so there's basically yeah, no way to skip it so far. Also, I messed up here. Nice. Hello, Laura, can you please? Yeah, very nice. But I think the spider just skipped an animation, which could be nice. Okay, let's see. I'm not sure if this actually will still work, because we kind of skipped an animation right here, but let's just go for it, shall we? Alright, a few little spiders to kill here, because we have the time that we need to wait here anyway, when these staffs are gonna get free. And then what I'm gonna do is just open all of these rooms here, because what you're supposed to do here is to collect certain stone panels for this desk, which is in the middle right there. And yeah, that is gonna allow us to go deeper in the temple, but we're not there yet. We're getting there. Also, don't mind me skipping some stuff here by just going up the slope. And then another shortcut which you can use here in order to get to one of the mini temples here. How would you want to call them?
Side rooms.
Yeah,
whatever.
pretty much the side rooms where we want to collect the. Okay, I'm not gonna risk it. I won't.
That room is pretty amazing because it has two slowdown triggers and the camera changes in the middle of the room, and so do the controls. So that's fun.
The best example of this game being the game. Okay, we're gonna do this slope jump again because it's fast. And then we can reach this side room from here. I'm still just gonna heal for safety reasons, although I wanted to have some damage for later, but we should be good. Also, I forgot to mention, we can actually skip these pickup animations here by holding the crouch button. Kada, you actually found this, I believe, right?
That was actually Clove, who's mainly running this game as glitchless or with no prologue skip category, so basically all levels. But yeah, she really has found a lot of optimizations that basically apply to all categories. So.
Also, I just skipped the box pulling right over there. So when you do a precise swan dive jump and do get it, like pretty much do the walk out fast enough, you don't get hit by the moving walls, which saves you a few seconds. Kata will actually do a different strat, which is technically faster, I believe.
We'll see.
Yeah, most likely it is. But yeah, I couldn't do his strat, so I had to come up with something that was known for a while, but yeah, I just had to implement it to my runs first. Also, skipping some fire climbing here, or just some climbing in this fire room, I guess. And with that, we should now have all the stone, forgot the word again, damn it.
Stone plates? Stone
Yeah, the stone
tablets,
plates.
Stone.
You can call them how you want them. They don't really have a description, I believe. But first of all, having to deal with some spiders here. Oh shoot. Let's try not to die here. Okay, there we go. Now I'm just gonna place all the stone plates here, and then we're gonna unlock the down part of the temple. Okay. Some more pushing here.
Okay, I died with the Shibalba skip as well. I was a bit surprised, but we'll try again.
It's okay. I failed that too. Okay, and now we basically have unlocked the final area of this temple, finally. This is also the place where we're gonna collect the relic here, so it's very important that we go down here. And what's funny is that there's technically a way to get down to this whole area here early, so without having to collect all the stone plates. However, when you manage to get back up, the door which we just you know, came through in order to the main area of this room stays closed, and yeah, there's basically no known way in order to get your bike out or to exit this temple again. So sadly we still can't use that skip yet, but eventually one day there will be a
We
strip
can
for-
dream.
Yeah, we can dream for sure.
But yeah, that would cut out at least 5 more minutes, which would bring the any percent category close to like 15 minutes. Because as we said, we skipped the first 3 levels, and then we would be able to pretty much skip this entire level as well. So there
Yeah.
would be very little things left to do.
Yeah, any percent would be so broken with that.
I mean, it already is, pretty much.
It really is already. Alright, so now we're in this bottom area here. Nice monster.
Did you get sniped?
Well, not really. I got bite by a
Oh,
monster.
okay.
And,
By the dog in that.
Yeah, exactly. So let's be careful this time. Okay, this time it works. So basically trying to dodge all the monsters here. Okay. And then what we're gonna do here is that we're gonna chuck a grenade on this thing, hop onto the staff, which, yeah, then get hit by the grenade, and this skips us a cutscene. Keda has found out that apparently if you die here, you don't have to watch the cutscene here, which would normally be playing if you would hang on to the staff. So it saves very little time, but for sure it saves time, so it's definitely worth to go for it. And now we can basically just go out of this temple again. Nothing here left for us to do. So don't mind all the monsters, we're just gonna skip in and not fight them. Also, I don't know if we have talked about it already, but obviously, as you can see, the fastest way of movement here is by sprinting. But whenever your sprinting runs out, your fastest movement option is by doing swan dives. I don't know if you have mentioned that at the beginning before. But
I have mentioned that sprinting is what we want to do, but I have not mentioned the swan dive part. But yeah, swan diving in this game is obviously very powerful, as we already mentioned, due to the numerous crouch bugs we can do out of it. It also gives you a mid-air jump, which in this category is not always not used as often as in any percent, but it will also be used a bit in this category, especially in Kayumon's next level,
oh, right, yeah.
to do the hammer skip. But you'll see that soonish.
Exactly. Do you have all the plates already?
No, I'm in the
Okay.
third one.
Nice, you're going for the fastest bet.
So yeah, if you turn around there quickly enough, you, maybe should be able to pull down the box. Apparently it was not to. But yeah, so this box is the intended way to do this puzzle, I guess, because you can block off certain parts of this puzzle or of these traps to pass through safely.
So I'm just preparing the way out here. Yeah, we've seen this in the when we came through this temple here already, that we need to prepare certain ramps in order for the bike to jump over it. And now all that's left to do is to exit the temple, and then we're done with this level. Okay, just gonna park it here. All right. All right, and pulling this lever will now open the exit of this temple for us now. And, oh! I got the velocity thingy. Like, sometimes your bike loses all of your speed when going over a ramp. That just happened there. Oh, nice, and now the door is still closed? What?
It's okay, I'm having problems as well.
Okay. Just gonna...
You're not losing any time. There we go.
Okay, let's just open it again, and hopefully this doesn't happen again. But yeah, you can see this is basically the reason why we necessarily need the bike in order to exit this temple. Because this gap there, right in front of the exit, is actually just passable with the bike. So there's no known way to get out of the temple without having the bike. So sadly, that temple skip we mentioned earlier with the stone plates doesn't work. So that's one of the main reasons. All right, now we're in Jamajan, which is one of the levels which we, for the majority, have to play glitchless, because there's a relic here which we need to get, and we need the bike. Technically, we could skip huge parts of this level, but since we need the bike, we have to play a majority in glitchless to actually get it to that area where we need it.
Yeah, in any percent, for example, we skip the next part.
Yeah, exactly. Also, here is something. Don't mind me. I'm just falling off here. Craft bike technologies. So, Kadarev, would you like to explain that technique?
So basically, when you drop down from the very top there into the front of the gate, since you're entering kind of a cutscene, your damage is reduced, and combine that with the extra health we get from the relics, you can survive that jump. So, or that fall rather. So in any percent that would not be possible since we don't collect the relics. But in this case...
Oh no!
I knew I forgot something.
Damn.
This is fine emoji.
That's the only thing you can forget when using a laptop. Well, we saved it. Nice. You're back on track, Kata.
Well, not sure about that.
Also, this tower here is one of the sections which you could skip in any percent. In this category we can't, and so we are forced to do this very exciting tower climbing here. And yeah, I just need to make sure that I'm not actually going the wrong way or missing the stone plates. Okay, all good.
Do we have time for another donation?
Yes, of course.
Since it's in German, I'm just gonna translate it again. Urs, destroy him. It's a $5 donation by Anonymous.
I get it.
I don't. I suppose it's kind of an inside joke then.
Kind of, yeah.
Oh, okay, all good.
But evidently I'm not destroying it.
You still can.
No.
I also have some other donations that just came in.
Yeah, sure. Go on.
It's a $50 donation by Krillpan saying, just for information, Soccer Stu told me he do okay, I think there's only one supposed to be. He do a race against yellow shirt girl in Cuphead. Hype. We also have a $3 donation by 7Vault7 saying, Caddy, reminder that I bet that you'll win. No pressure, but win. Arigato.
You can plug out his PC if you want to.
That will solve the battery issue. Alright, and since we're too lazy to climb down all the temple again, we're just gonna do our beloved crouch stop cancel. And now we're down here. And we can use the bike for the next area, which is quite important. So just gonna open this gate up here, go on the bike, and let's go. Also 100% caddy, by the way.
I can do that too.
You can do it better than me, because you can do it in the classic tombs as well. Okay, there are some monsters down here which I preferably want to kill. Yeah, that's okay. And then just this monster here, because we are going this way for this box anyway. Also, nice box physics again. I suppose parts of the monsters were blocking its way. Wow, nice monster there. Oh wait, it hit me through the box? What? Okay, there we go. Now pushing it from the other side, because it's actually easier to push it forward, I believe.
It is. Yeah.
It is?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Caddy approves.
Obviously, I'm doing a very good job, so you should always trust me.
Of course. You know I always have your back, right? Okay, now here, you see that I just pulled down a lever there, or a staff, whatever thingy. And basically, this section here is on a timer, because there is a door opened at the moment, which I need to approach until the timer runs out. And preferably, I do it fast enough so that I can get out as well at the same time. Alright. Just picking up the relic here. That's the whole reason why we needed the bike down here, by the way. And now, come on, come on, come on. Yes, okay, very nice. So you could hear that the door was closing there behind us. And that's kind of what you're trying to do there, getting fast enough out so that you get through the door before it closes. Otherwise you would have to pull a lever and waste a few seconds. But that went good there. Right, now just gonna park the bike here, because we're not gonna need it anymore. Alright, I'm just gonna take this monster out with a grenade and we'll stop carrying. And then there's like a trigger skip here. It's, oh, what am I doing? That was not intended. Oh, monster, please go away. Okay, there we go. Okay, standing on the bridge again. Okay, there we go. So basically I just jumped around the trigger there, which would normally activate these hammers on the bridge there. But if we do that skip, we kind of skip the bridge from colliding by the hammers, and that obviously saves a lot of time, because otherwise you would spend a lot of time climbing all the way back up. Also, I'm just gonna drink here something really quick. Stay hydrated. Oh, you're just at the tower.
Yes, I'm at the exciting part.
Okay, and yeah, interesting stuff, but this is pretty much, we've been to this area already, believe it or not. But developers decided to increase the game length by pretty much inserting the same level again. This time it's rainy, but it's literally the same that we already did in the first level at Mediterranean Sea already. Also, we have a lot of health, so we don't really need to care about fighting these enemies here. Not to mention that we're playing on easy and they're doing a lot less damage anyway. So, do we have mentioned why the main reason why we're playing on easy mode?
Not that I'm aware of, but you can do so.
So, basically, the reason why easy mode is better for running this game is because it gives us much more grenades in our inventory. And yeah, that allows us just to be safe for certain skips. And also the enemies do way more or less damage. Back in the days it was interesting. One of the main rules, or pretty much the only rule on the leaderboard, was that you had to play on Master difficulty, which is the hardest difficulty in this game. But yeah, easy makes it way more enjoyable to run, so yeah, we're just gonna pick that for now. Also, this is the kind of like pretty much the final level, so there's one more relic which we need to collect here, and after that we're pretty much done. But first of all, there's of course some more swimming. Also, we now have a new weapon in our inventory, as you can see there. It's Thor's hammer, which we have collected while being at Gemma Gen. And the Thor's hammer is pretty much the most powerful weapon in this game, and it's gonna help us a little bit during this area here, or in this level pretty much. Meanwhile, just swimming or approaching that entrance over there. Oh yeah, there are also sharks down here, which can hit you. It's not a big deal, we do have enough health to survive it, but they can still be annoying. Fortunately, they did not hit me this time, so we're all good. Also, now I'm gonna do a cool stuff here. We're actually not gonna do this the normal way, actually. Oh, come on. Oh. Okay, there we go. So that right there was a technique called a beam clip. So basically whenever there's a beam you can... Whoops. Don't go back and bounce. Whenever there's a beam in this game and you can pull yourself off at the ledge or the wall pretty much, you can actually go through it. It's really not too hard to do. And yeah, sadly it's only used in this level. We could technically use it in southern Mexico as well, when having the temple part with the stone plates. But like we mentioned earlier, we sadly have no use for it at the moment, because we need to bike and stuff. So yeah, this is pretty much the only place where it's used in runs.
Okay, so at least I got the relic in Jan Mayen as well without having to open up the gate again.
Oh, very nice.
It's small things that count.
Yeah. So you also just need one more relic now, and
yes.
The hardest part hasn't approached yet, so you still have plenty of time to catch up. Don't worry. Yeah, this level is pretty much my personal run killer, because I'm not exactly consistent at this at all. Okay, now just have to skip this cutscene. And now what we're gonna do, we're just gonna die here really quick. This is something that Kara has discovered, dying here where the monsters part, so would you like to explain it?
I actually want to do the hammer skip first.
Oh, okay, yeah, for sure.
I have more donations to read if now would be a good time for it.
Yeah, sure, go for it.
Alright, we have a $5 donation by Zenijo saying, "Go Kada, we all love you, just Quick Hill Wordland. Wait, wrong game, but still, we love you." And we have another $5 donation by Weser saying, "Please get in way more donations. PS, don't die, Caillou." In the room Kayumon is in right now, the thing is, if you basically go into it without either dying or reloading, the enemies spawn way more frequent for whatever reason. So basically what we had to do is find the quickest way to either die or load the game, and dying is actually quicker, because if you die, the subsequent loading screen is much faster. So the quest was to find the quickest way to die, and that slope where he hopefully died on was actually the fastest way. And yeah, that allows us to do that room much faster since there are less enemies.
Hopefully I don't get hit by the monsters here. Also, sorry Caddy that I'm not using your new strat here, but I'm a little bit too shaky to do it right now. Okay, so this is the location where the last relic is spawning. And now we're pretty much good to go to just finish the game from now on. So yeah, also another death abusage in order to spawn right in front of the exit. No, not the exit, but the further away, you know. Alrighty. Now there's this maze section right here where we're just gonna do sort of sprint management like we've mentioned earlier, like fastest movement, but other than that it's just rushing through here quickly and yeah, that's all. A lot of this level is pretty much just walking or running and swimming, I just noticed. Okay, here's the cutscene down there where we would see Lara's mother, which is now a zombie. So that's obviously nice. Oh shoot, spoilers.
Thank you, Flux Monkey in chat, to actually type the reminder, which actually reminded me that you can hold down roll there during the cutscene to immediately dive. So that's something he usually does in my stream, and apparently he realized.
Wait,
Yeah,
what? I didn't know that.
It's stupid. And it prevented me from drinking, so now I'm dehydrated.
Oh, okay. So one more crouch drop back here in order to get to this area fast. Also, this is pretty much the final area of the game. It's kind of a boss battle. It's not really a boss battle because our boss, Natla, is just flying around and trying to snipe us and making our day bad. So hopefully it doesn't happen, but we should be good. Hopefully. Nah, she sniped me, of course. So I just want to quickly exit here, do sorts of wall jumps here. Also, this part right here is really intense, so don't mind if I'm not talking that much during it. Ugh, that is weird. Okay, good.
Easy.
So that is the one jump I'm usually struggling with. Really surprised that I just got it pretty much on first try here. Kind of bizarre, but I guess marathon luck and stuff. Also, interestingly, Kata told me that apparently whenever you run close to this ledge here, the game for whatever reason lags a little bit. It's really weird. I hope I'm not getting sniped here.
That will be me. It's great.
No.
If I get there today.
No worries, you won't get sniped. I feel it.
So here's the death abuse we talked about earlier. Hopefully.
Okay, so one of the most difficult tricks coming up. Okay, first of all, don't fail the casual jump, that's important. Okay, let's see. Okay, that was the final jump. And with hitting the last stone pedal,
Nice.
it's time for me.
Do you want to retime that? It could be a PB.
Yeah, that actually could be a PB for me. Sadly, we don't have the load list times, but it could be because I got a quite good RTC here without dying. Vaser, your donation saved me. Thank you.
So now just commentate my run. It's okay.
You got this.
So I might just as well go. Should I? Yeah, probably. for my insane 2-second time save, which will not work.
Yeah, it's really not hard to do, but I was just not in the
so
mood of doing it.
basically, that skipped having to jump onto that platform there, which Kayumon did. Yeah, it's just a small time save, but you know, obviously this is definitely what I need right now. But yeah, that was the last relic for me as well. So all that's left is getting to out of time and then doing that.
Just finish the game.
Exactly. Not sure if sound is on my end or on yours, but
I don't know.
people
either.
probably want to hear the amazing voice acting in this game.
Yeah, I unfortunately have the subtitles turned off, so we can't read the awesome Dutch subtitles here. But you do, so we're safe.
Yeah, well, we probably will not watch the outro on my end.
Well, at least parts of it. Outro begins pretty quickly.
Mother must have tried to use it to escape, but didn't know how.
Oh, okay. Now I was confused where that voice came from.
What?
Well, the outro is playing on you, like on the speakers now, I think.
Oh, okay.
I'm already here.
Maybe you'll go to hell.
So yeah, I think you got both the fast cycles first try, right?
Yeah, apparently I did. I was pretty lucky, actually.
And actually, I think I'll take the exact same route, so there's nothing to particularly look out for.
Well, you do the setups a little bit more clear than I do.
Well, I'm not sure
I
about that.
can reach you if you hold out.
But yeah, same applies here. So you may have realized in general there are no boss fights in this game, which is also very different from the previous two entries, where they're like the bosses, especially for the speedruns, are the most annoying part generally, because they're the parts that actually feature quite heavy RNG. In this game there are no boss fights at all, so that's good, I guess. Also cleaning out these enemies here, because sometimes they do some pretty funny things. Funny for them at least.
I have another donation. It's another $3 donation by 7volt7, saying, "Since I lost money because of you, Kitty, next year I'll beat you in an Angel of Darkness race."
Well, at least I recruited someone new to Tomb Raiders. Also, I'm Swiss, so I'll just pay you back your lost money.
Easy.
So it's back to this.
I think that was a bit slower compared to you, because as you can see, Lara can either grab the lower or the upper ledge, and if you grab the lower ledge, obviously you still have to jump up and grab the high ledge. So yeah, but now it's up. It's my time for the Natla lottery to see if she will snipe me or not.
Bless RNG.
We'll see. So I will walk close to the ledge here. You can see how our animations are very choppy. So that's what you want to kind of avoid by running not as close to the ledge there.
Rest in peace.
No snipes, okay.
See, I told you. Okay, last part coming up for Kata right now.
But she
What?
sniped me there, okay.
Okay, that is a new one.
Guess she always has to snipe me somewhere, like what? Okay,
Easy.
and that's about it for me as well. And there we go.
Okay.
So yeah, sorry about the Thailand part. I guess the race was kind of pre-decided early on. That sucks, but
I'm sorry about
at least we finished this time, so that's
You can
something, yeah.
still blame the loading times, right?
But yeah,
Alrighty.
that was Tomb Raider Underworld. 2 more runs left, both very exciting, so we're looking forward to that. Hope that was enjoyable. Anything you want to say?
Thanks for the cool race, Kada, and really hope you enjoyed watching it. And I guess that was all of us from us.
Shoutouts.